Hello, everybody, and welcome to Perfect Person. Thank you so much for being here. I'm your host, Miles Bonson, your perfect guy. I sort of get exercise sometimes, but it's rare. And I'm sitting here with freelance assistant, associate, co-host, Will Whitwer. Will, say hello.
What up, what up?
This is actually something I want to get right into. People have been in the comments being like, Miles is being mean to Will.
Yes.
Do you think I'm mean to you?
So let's talk about this because I've seen these comments as well. Yeah. And it always just really tickles me. Like,
Very
do you
funny
not
to me.
see me like fully like losing my shit? Like, do you like, I think some of those people get that I'm in on the joke and then still just like don't like abrasive comedy. You know?
Yeah, maybe they get they get worried, I think, because there's so many backroom dirty deeds in Hollywood that they're like, is Will being abused?
And it's like, are you not seeing me like fully busting up, just like cracking my shit up? So like, no, I don't think you're being too mean to me. To be honest, I consider roasting like a way of
a form of love,
a way of saying I love you, kind of like if you can tease someone who you know really well, like the key is, do they actually like this person? Yeah,
and I want to be clear here. You screenshot mean comments about me.
I did. I used to.
And you send them to me.
There aren't very many anymore.
Yeah, but you'll do it.
The funniest one, and I bring this up all the time.
The glasses one.
Well, no, the one about like for a long time I thought Miles was wearing a fake nose.
No, that's the comment. It was like I thought Miles was wearing those funny like nose glasses combos, which is so cutting.
I used to send any kind of mean comment I could find to Miles and not send him any of the much more nicer ones. Yeah, we have a sort of it's playful antagonism, you know, and right. I think if you're watching the show and you're like, is Will like getting really mad? The answer is no.
And by the way, Will's my bully. So like everyone who thinks no, that is true.
No.
Will is using any opportunity he can to roast me. He shoved me earlier.
That's inaccurate. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's right, because he can't even remember the atrocities that he's done to me.
You know what you're doing is classic gaslighting behavior.
I'm not a gaslighter.
You're the gaslighter.
The thing you're doing. You're the fucking gaslighter.
But you're whatever. You accuse me of being like uncultured or whatever. Like I can fucking take that shit.
But it's also like insults from a coward. I'm obviously uncultured.
Right.
It's not like I'm giving you insult. Really, when I say something nasty to you,
it's really you're just.
I'm saying it to myself.
To yourself.
I'm saying it in the mirror.
But you know, that's how it is. I'm a freelance associate sidekick. My services are available if anyone needs sort of loose riffing on another show.
That's right.
Yes.
You've taken up a sidekick sort of freelance business.
That's correct.
If anyone needs a sidekick, reach out, because Will, he's not just going to do this show. He's going to do.
I'm going to pop around, and I mean it's going to be basically the same.
Yeah, like experience. You just sort of behind Bradley Cooper in a paparazzi photo. that would be fucking awesome. What's that show where they are mean to each other and it's ridiculousness?
Oh, yeah.
They're like doing a bar about you, but I can see you on that show.
Yeah. I am not a talented rapper. You can rap.
Me?
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
You can rap.
I can rap.
And
I'm not gonna.
Well, but
I'm decent at it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you do it.
I've had like a couple albums go triple platinum, but like not. I think that if you put me on a stage in front of 1 million people, I'd crush.
You think so?
No, I think I could pull it. Pull together.
What would your song be?
No, it'd be fucking about my upbringing.
Okay, yeah, living on a farm.
Grew up on a farm, horses and chickens.
Struck by lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be not good.
At some point we'll get to a song. But
no, but anyway. We're doing this week. We decided the voicemails are filling up.
We got too many.
We got way too many voicemails, and a lot of them are great. And people are calling and they're leaving voicemails and leaving texts. Let's paint the scene here. It's a Saturday afternoon. Yes. You and I just got back from brunch.
We had a lovely
which was
brunch.
Lovely. Oh my god!
It was just a little too hot in there.
It was just a little too hot. We're sweaty,
and now we're in our room with the AC off, where it's gonna get a little too hot.
Yeah. How are we supposed to get like fucking Selena Gomez on this show?
Well,
if it's too hot in here.
I think our goal should be Dua Lipa. We've talked about this off the pod.
With DaBaby, yeah.
But, well, Dua Lipa actually has a podcast.
What?
Yes, Dua Lipa has a podcast.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like
doing a podcast. Dumbest joke ever.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
A pod.
Dua, you want to listen to my podcast?
Listen to my podcast.
But yeah, I think if the mark of the success of this show would be that we get Dua Lipa to come to your house.
Holy fuck, dude. If Dua would do the show.
Yeah, I don't know. Like somebody I know like kind of knows her and
what?
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that he really knows her, but he's like friends with people who know her.
I'll cash in every fucking drop of internet clout to get Dula on the show. Dua. By the way, Wendy Williams called Dua Lipa Dula Peep.
Oh my God.
And there's a great clip of it, and she can't fucking say it. She's like, Dua Peep. What? Dua Lipa. And her assistant's like, no, it's Dua Lipa. And she just keeps calling Dua Peep. Anyway, but I would love to get Dula on the show.
Yeah.
What guest would you like to see on the show? Comment below or fucking tweet at me.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually curious because I think that like we're sort of building the guest slate out right now.
Yes.
We got some good ones here.
Definitely.
But it's I want to make sure that it's people that one I know are going to crush on the show. And also there's people that like have interesting, cool, hilarious voices that are going to be great. And it's going to be fucking fun.
And, some of them happen to be, successful recording artists, sort of that are so beautiful. They look like they're made in a factory. We got to get Dua Lipa on the show.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
Sorry, no, I do agree, but you need to relax, man.
I wouldn't be horny on the show.
Well, I didn't say anything about being horny. You brought up being horny. You're definitely not allowed in the Dua episode.
I really want to be there, though.
I know. I would kick you off halfway through. Like in front of Dua Lipa, we get into a real argument. Will, I told you to not be horny in front of Dua. I said don't be horny. Go wait in the other room. You go. We continue. I'm like, sorry about that, Dua. Anyway, let's take another caller.
Yeah, I just love that idea. I love getting into a real fight. Like Dua Lipa's like, this is kind of awkward. Like
Dua Lipa's like, hey guys, do you want to take 5 or like what's up? Because like I'm cool to wait. Like I'll wait around. Dua would wait around.
Yeah, 100%.
She wouldn't like leave. She'd be like, let me just give you guys time to talk this out.
She would give it her all. I really think.
Some of my dream guests aren't my favorite celebrities.
Yeah,
it's like favorite celebrity won over. Like it's like like it's not like my comedy. Like Will Ferrell. Yeah, I want him on the show.
Sure,
that'd be great. But actually, it's really I want fucking Shaq on the show.
Oh my God. Can you imagine Shaq sitting on this couch?
And it's like, Shaq, what the fuck is up, man?
Yeah.
And Shaq's like, you got to break up with your boyfriend or something. Like he's like giving people advice.
Yeah, if we had a way to get Shaq on the show, I would absolutely jump to it.
Yeah.
We love Shaq. Shaq's the best.
Just like long distance can be tough. As always, the number is 424-284-9614. You can leave a voicemail at any time, or you can call back when we're recording the show. And if you follow at Miles Bond, that's where we give the recording schedule.
And if you drop the spice in the voicemail, even if we don't play it immediately, it'll come up eventually.
We might get to it.
There's
so many fucking I have literally 300 voicemails that I haven't even looked at. And that's not including the like 200 that I've already looked at.
But that's great though. You can call the show. You can call it any time, even when we're not recording live, and leave a voicemail or send a text.
Yeah, sort of like what I said, but Will just did it also.
My point is that you can do it at any time.
Yeah. No, I said it, remember?
I actually don't.
I actually just said it.
Okay.
I said it moments ago. But no. What about when I said it wasn't good enough? Like, tell me what I need to do. Because I saw that you said it again.
Yeah, I just don't know that you hit the point of any time.
You can call any time.
Anytime.
Let me say it again.
Yeah.
You can call the show anytime.
Night. Day.
No, don't chime in. Because I'm saying it. Don't say night day. Because I said anytime. I don't need you to be my backup.
I was just listing times that you could call, 3 p.m.
That's clear.
4:05 p.m.
Yeah, right. Let's get to the voicemails here.
Hi, Miles. My name is Bobby, and I need some advice on how do I be a good wingman. Because I think I'm really bad at it, and I just want to help my good friends, either find a relationship or find a bang buddy.
Yeah.
So let me know how I can do that. without being an abrasive human being, but be like a cool wingman?
Wow. That's a great fucking question.
Yeah, because I feel like this is something that doesn't get discussed enough. It's like people who are just good at wingmaning and kind of just do it automatically almost.
Do you think that you're a good wingman?
I don't, because I like chatting too much and I miss some social cues. That said, I could be a pretty good wingman if somebody is like, listen, I really want to go to this party and just find someone to fuck, you know?
You feel like that feels like it's like you're almost too scattershot. I'm a sniper rifle. I go in there and I want somebody to go, I want that person to like me. And I'll go up and I'll fucking pimp it out. I'll be like, yo, my friend is so good.
When they do it?
When they bone, they're so good at it. Actually, you know what I will say? I think that being married makes me a much better wingman.
100%. Because you're off the table.
I'm off the table. And it's like, but I also actually, I've said, me and Sarah talk about this all the time. I think that like, to me, being married and going to a party, I feel free in this way that is just like, oh, I'm just here to be silly and do bits. I'm not like really having to tie it on. I don't need to be the center of attention.
Yes.
If you're doing a bit, I'm like supporting you doing a bit.
Yes.
Whatever. It's like a true treasure and a joy.
And I think part of it is what's fun about it is that it's not actually on you. You don't have a goal or agenda.
No.
You're just there to enjoy yourself. And
I want everyone to have a good time.
Yes. And I feel like this is part of being wingman, is not trying too hard.
Yeah.
Because if you're giving someone the hard sell and you're like, listen, my friend over there's got a huge hog and he would love to show you.
By the way, I want to be totally clear.
What?
You never, as a wing person, should talk about how big your friend's hog is. Well, no, that is terrible advice. If I'm like some person that's new to the group and someone's like, man, his hog is really big. And it's like, I'm not going to, like, that's going to scare me away.
Yeah,
I'm going to be frightened by that.
I agree. I think it requires a degree of subtlety, but it also requires enthusiasm and the ability to strike up a conversation with anybody. Because I feel like what some people just need is a way into talking to somebody, right?
Here's how to be a good wingman.
Okay.
You want ready for it?
I've
got pro tips.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure that you have it ready in your head, but I'm looking forward to
Give me just 5 minutes. Give me just 5 minutes to fucking get it together. No, here's a pro tip. Okay, there are no stakes for a wingman.
Exactly.
For example, I used to live with a friend of ours. He used to bring like dates home or something like that, and I would have, because there's no stakes, I don't really need anyone to like me. I don't even need anyone to respect me. I just need to make sure that both of them are laughing and having fun. And I'm the third wheel. And honestly, I fucking thrive in that environment.
I love a third wheel. I love being a third wheel.
I am doing crazy bits. I am fucking dancing. I'm like going balls out. I'm doing wild bits. I remember one time, a friend of mine, brought a girl home and they were like hanging out, whatever. I put on music and fucking was like, you guys got to check out my sick electronic music dance. This is when I was like much younger. Put on music, fucking danced so hard. It was a blast. But like, I don't care about looking stupid because I'm the wingman. And if anything, if I look stupid and I walk away, that's something for them to be like, oh, isn't my roommate so wild and funny?
Yes, that's the other key. You got to walk away. You can't. I feel like one of the times I feel like I've not succeeded is like, I just really love chatting. And I'm like, where you guys are going? You going to your bedroom? Like, hey, let me join you.
I've witnessed it. I've witnessed you be a cooler to friends of ours.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Give me some. Tell me this without using the names, or you'll have to bleep.
We were on a weekend away.
No. First of all, absolutely.
No. We were on a weekend away. Will did not realize that two of our friends were sort of.
Well, I didn't know they had ever dated.
Will is like up late, being like it was like, all right, everyone choose your beds, and they were kind of like, oh, let's like choose. And Will goes, I'll sleep in the double bedroom. Like,
no,
you're
that's
gonna
not
take
what happened. That's not what happened. Here's what happened. So I was quite drunk, and I was like, "How should you divide the beds up? I don't give a shit." Like, and I made everyone play. Do a Rochambeau circle where everyone's doing multiple hands playing rock, paper, scissors, and whoever's going to win. And our friend Eric, who's been on the show, Eric Striffler, he was too drunk, and I think he just wasn't paying attention, and he probably lost multiple times. But then he ended up winning, and he could have passed out anywhere. And whereas these two friends had to like go bone on the couch, and I feel so bad about it. It was like I didn't recognize what was happening. I didn't know that was like what they wanted. I would have said, yeah, Eric and I will just take this room.
Right.
But instead I was like, no, we got to do rock, paper, scissors for it. And then the drunkest person who wasn't paying attention won. And yeah, so I deeply regret it. I don't think I am a good wingman. So you have to have situational awareness, but I also think you have to be willing to walk away from your friends once it seems to be going well.
Damn right. Stakeless.
Don't stay and try to have a good time yourself. Don't be selfish.
I like that. Okay, here we go. Let's get into another voicemail. Let's try this one.
Hi, Miles and Will and whoever else is there. I have it's like a combo dating / life question.
Okay.
I am 28 and I am kind of single, kind of dating around. And I have someone coming over this week, and I'm cleaning my house, and I'm a clean person because I am an adult and I live alone, and it's just me and my dog.
Wow.
But I have an issue. There's a smell in my bathroom, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I have cleaned my shower, I've cleaned my toilet, I've cleaned my entire bathroom, and it still smells. And I'm just wondering, as boys who may have smelly bathrooms themselves, and who also live with girls, or may live with girls, I don't know about Will.
Nope.
Do you know how to get weird smells out of a bathroom, or to at least mask it while potential suitors are there?
Yeah.
Any help you can provide would be great. Thanks.
And I wanted to play this voicemail specifically because I've been in your home before.
I was waiting for this fucking bullshit.
I was waiting for this.
Ready for this. Because I was like, wait. This is interesting. Like, this car was like, I'm 28, I'm clean because I live by myself.
And
I was
you were like, Miles is about to fucking eviscerate me.
Yeah, I'm not a particularly clean person. I do live by myself.
No, I've described your house as post-hurricane style living. Yeah. And so I just wanted you to describe the situation that you have going on with the people that you're dating. They're coming over to your house and they're seeing what?
Well, now for a time.
Yeah. Still there though?
No, it's gone.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone. Okay. You haven't been there since I got rid of it. So for a time, I have a little dog who's a delight.
Yeah.
But she peed on this rug a couple of times, and I had cleaned it up, but the smell was still lingering, and I was lazy, and I did not move it. Mm-hmm. And I had multiple people like come over, like to potentially bang, and be like, I was so self-conscious, like, look, I know the rug smells like piss. I'm so sorry. Like, this is the thing, though. If somebody's just down to bang, they're not going to worry about this because it wasn't like the whole house smelled like piss. It was just when you sat on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, not really what you want.
Right.
But, and yeah, I should have thrown the rug away much earlier than I did. Probably took me 6 months to throw it away.
100%.
And I should have just been like, this is an immediate toss. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I regret that. That's something I regret. But I feel like if a dude's coming over, he's not going to worry that much about this.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
You think so?
If I was to go home with someone and their house was stinky.
Well, okay, but it's just the bathroom.
But even your house, if you're bringing someone home, you got to do the once over. You got to do the twice over. You got to do the 3 times over.
Well, or you don't do that.
Or you don't do that, and then people come in and they
when they're there,
and they think, and you're apologizing, and it's like,
and you're like, I'm sorry, there's piss here,
and I
know there's piss here. It's not that I don't think that it's there.
I want you to be clear. The problem is not that you know that there's piss there. Do you think that the problem is that you're recognizing that there's piss there? The problem's the piss, Will.
Well,
the problem's the piss, Will. The problem is the piss, Will. The problem is not that you know that there's piss. But it's that there's piss. What is it with you? You're shitting your pants, and there's piss on your carpet.
Okay, again, I didn't piss on my carpet. That was my dog.
No, I know that you didn't piss on your carpet.
I just want to clear that up for anyone who's wondering. The other thing I would say though is that I feel like there's this stereotype of men. You know, there's lots of clutter. Like I feel like people, you read advice column letters or whatever, and people are like, you know, this person didn't realize this thing that I realized.
Yeah,
I agree. I think you do got to do the once over. And
here's a question.
Yeah.
You're flirting with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going on. Mm-hmm. Nothing's happened yet. But you're at a bar. Do you try to invite them to your house? Or are you like, hey, let's go to your place?
Well,
this actually, it sort of touches on something bigger too, because I know that as a boy, when this happens also, like I want them to be as comfortable as possible.
Exactly.
And by the way, it's also just like, hey, do we want to go somewhere else? Like, it's like you present the thing very open, whatever. And it's like, I sometimes am like, if we go to my house, I worry that they'll look at my stuff. But then if they're at their apartment or whatever, maybe then they'll feel better about the whole situation.
Yeah, but also I feel like people have very different opinions on this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
When my dog is now relaxed because I've done some of the training I worked.
Oh yeah,
but
I feel bad for you for this situation.
But yeah, I was in a situation a lot of last year where I would try to have sex in my house, and then my dog would start barking really loudly. And you know what's not conducive to a sexual vibe?
Yeah, you're right.
A little dog just going. Rah, rah.
Oh, your dog's cock blocking you.
It literally happened.
Cockblocked by my dog.
Yeah.
Is a great episode title for this episode.
I mean, it happened.
What did you do? Were you, okay, paint me the picture. You're butt naked.
Mm-hmm.
You're butt naked and your dog is upset.
Yeah, and so I tried a bunch of different stuff. I tried putting her in the crate.
Yeah.
And that
Keep
didn't
barking,
work.
still barking.
And I was at the time hooking up with a single mom who was like kind of afraid of dogs. And
God, Will, this is tough.
So we just ended up going to her place.
Yeah.
And so that's long answer to the question, but like in that situation, I would be like, can we go to your place?
Yeah. I have a dog that's going to bite my ass when I'm in the middle.
No, she does no biting.
No biting.
It's
just barking.
Barking because she's concerned and she's relaxed about this.
Ruin the mood.
And it's really made my life so much better.
Yeah.
Nothing more frustrating than getting a little dog that who you love and you think this might help me have sex.
Here's a question. The dog's in the room when you're...
Yeah.
No, I think that makes you a little pervert.
No, it
Your
does
dog's
not.
watching you hook up.
The dog doesn't know what it is. The dog doesn't care.
Yeah, but you know that the dog's watching you.
That's not in my head at all.
Your dog can't be watching you hook up.
I disagree.
You think that that's fine?
It's fine.
That doesn't take you out of the game. You look at your dog and your dog's like...
I'm not looking
and you're
at
like,
my dog.
oh my God, this dog's loving it. He's fucking watching
I'm
me.
not looking at my dog. I don't think of my dog as a little pervert. I think she's a big sweetie.
Have you made eye contact with your dog when you're sort of in the throes of passion?
I don't know about in the throes. Maybe during foreplay. And look over and I just like stare at my dog for a little bit.
This is fucked up, man. I think it's fucking weird. Maybe I just am a new dog owner. But like if something, little naughty's going on, I'm bringing my dog to the crate in the other room.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that's a reasonable course of action. It's not about letting the dog watch you fuck. It's like she will be upset if she's not allowed to be in the room.
We've gotten off track. If there's a smell in your bathroom.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Candle, light a candle.
That's what I was gonna say. Everybody who's single looking to bang around, you gotta have an emergency scented candle that, like, let's say your dog pisses on the rug and you don't have time to throw it away for 6 months.
Jesus Christ, man. 6 months is a biohazard.
It was fine.
This is no.
But
I'm not gonna let you come on this show and have you fucking say that it's fine to have dog piss on a rug for 6 months.
I'm not saying it was fine.
Expect more from your life. Expect more from your life, because it's not that you're wrong, you're bad for doing it, but it's not that I am making fun of you. It's that I'm worried about. It's that I think that you deserve more.
I sort of had settled into just like, well, it's just me and my weed and my Magic the Gathering, you know?
Oh, God,
So who cares about the piss on the rug? So I did get rid of it eventually. I have a new rug now. Everything's going great. But get a scented candle. Get that thing lit up in that bathroom.
By the way, I'm a candle boy. I'm fucking lighting candles all over this house.
Yeah, like I think that is just a clear, if you're planning on hooking up with people who are going to come over to your place, have some scented candles. I would also say though, like, in my opinion, this is just me. If I was going to a girl's place to freaking bang it out, I would, and I go in the bathroom, it smells a little funky, I would just be like, whatever. I'm here to do one thing, and that one thing is
yeah.
And I make her come too. I realize that, like, when I say that,
you are bad for that.
Like,
I'm here to do one thing, and that thing is. You know this is recorded, right?
No, I'm aware. My parents were like, "Oh, we're gonna listen to the podcast."
No, they tell them to not.
And then they never said that they listened to it, and that means I think that they heard me talking on the first episode, and we're like, "Yeah, I think we're just not gonna bring this up to Will at all."
But I do think it's fucking weird that you let your dog watch you have sex. Okay,
not watch. He goes under the bed
because he's terrified of what he's seen. Your dog is horrified about what he's seen, and he's like, "I need to go. I need to go away." Let's listen to another voicemail.
Hi, Miles. My name is Courtney, and I was calling because I'm trying to make my boyfriend a more perfect person.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So we've been dating for about 7 years-ish, since like high school or something. And lately, I've been wanting to tell him to start planning more shit.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times when we go on vacation or something, I'm usually the one planning out where to go, what to eat, what to do, etc. And I kind of want him to take more initiative. So how should I approach that conversation? I feel like we've been together for so long, it's something that I should know how to do, but would love to get your perspective on it. Thanks.
So this is a really good question. And I think it also this is something that I think applies to, it's a two-farter. It applies to dating, but it also applies to a lifestyle.
Yes.
Now, are you a planner or are you a flower?
Okay, I think you know the answer to this question.
Yeah, it's going to be flower.
Oh, I'm flowing, baby.
Oh, you're flowing fucking.
Oh, I can
From
flow.
the second you wake up, you're fucking flowing out of your bed into the rest of your day. I've never seen you make a plan. And by the way, you've been late to every single thing that I've ever done with you, which is we've done amazing things together. We've gone across the world together.
Yes.
But you've been late to all of them. And that's something that as a planner, I have to bend the knee a little to the flowers. Because I know that they're doing their whole thing. My wife,
flower.
She's a hybrid blend. Because she's a flower, but she's she knows what she wants to do and what she has to do, but she'll kind of flow in amongst those plans. It's like you have zones and you're flowing.
100%. I also think there is a gendered aspect to this question specifically. I've been reading my former professor, who now has a Substack and wrote for BuzzFeed, has been writing about like the gender division of labor within the household, and the women typically take on a lot more of the housework. Yeah. It's like 65 to 35%. Hasn't changed since like the 60s.
Yeah.
And one of the things is like planning things. And I think that it's worth having the conversation in terms of that, to finding a way to make it a little more equitable, because I think it is a huge drag to always be the one planning. I say this very hypocritically as a flower who is indecisive and doesn't love committing at all times to things. Right. So I'm trying to work on this as well.
I want to know a little bit more about their dynamic.
Yes.
Sometimes with Doofy Boys, you got to be explicit.
Yes, you need to be extremely explicit.
Something also that helped me a little bit. I mean, I'm not a fucking, I think it was like asking someone to tell you what they need is an example of not helping.
Yes.
Like, you should be predicting what they need and helping them with those things instead of being like, how can I help? What do you need me to do for you? Like them, yeah.
This is part of the other thing I just read this long article. Sorry, I really
We get it. You read articles, man.
I'm literally.
You don't have to, like, you're bragging about like article. And by the way, when you read the article, you read the whole thing or you read the headline on Twitter?
I read the whole thing. Of this.
Really?
For certain things, I do just read the headline, as I think we all do.
When I say I read an article,
you mean you skimmed a headline?
I mean I saw a tweet about an article.
Yeah, you saw someone getting mad about an article that you have not read.
I didn't read.
Yeah. I think that's unfortunately how a lot of people consume information these days.
I think it is, absolutely.
Me included.
Let's try a new segment where we call her, see if she's available, and give her the advice.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello, Courtney. Is this Courtney?
Yes, who is this?
Hi, this is Miles Bonsignore. You called Perfect Person
Oh my God.
Sorry for the late callback. We're just kind of going through some voicemails here. Do you have a...
my fucking God.
Yes!
Yes, Courtney.
Yes, Courtney.
Courtney, do you have a chance to talk about your problem?
Absolutely I do.
Wow.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Hell
so
yeah.
funny. We get worried sometimes when we call back. People should be like, "Who's this fucking spam caller calling me?"
From Beverly Hills.
But from Beverly Hills. But it is so Courtney, we were just discussing your issue, and we have a couple different thoughts. But first of all, I want you to tell me the dynamic that you were describing in your voicemail, if you're in a safe place to talk about it.
Oh yeah, totally. Honestly, we just came back from like a very short weekend trip, and I was like, I kind of planned most of this, and he didn't really do much other than just follow me around. So I was just like, maybe I should call Miles because he seems to have a good podcast coming up. So I was like, why not?
That's so funny. So I think that like when I was a younger boy, I definitely was guilty of this.
Oh yeah, and I'm currently guilty of it.
And I'm
a 31-year-old man.
I think you got to be real explicit and also be like, I want you to plan our date. I think that would be fun for us. Like, I think that it's hard because you guys have been dating for 7 years. It's hard to break little cycles like that. But if you can be like, why don't you plan out a little sexy date for us to do? That might, you know what I mean? Like that might be like a fun way.
Say it exactly
instead
like that.
of being like, hey, you can also be like, hey, it's a little hard for me when I plan everything. But I think that like something I've found is if you spin it positive, it makes people want to do stuff. Whereas he might get defensive by you being like, hey, or at the very least, start it with a positive spin. And if he's not getting the picture, then be like, hey, look,
carrot and stick, baby.
I plan all of our shit and I'd like you to like do a little thing.
That is so right.
I definitely think it's a conversation worth having. My guess is if you guys have been together for 7 years, this has been a pattern.
Yeah.
It's been the case. And there are probably reasons why. Like you're probably better at planning than he is. Classic.
I mean, that's very fair. I'm better than him in a lot of things.
Nice. Go off. Absolutely go off. Name a few.
Dunk on your boyfriend.
Dunk on your boyfriend.
I make more money than him, and I usually pay for all of our meals.
Wow.
I'm good at planning.
Okay. Interesting.
So what qualities did you say he has?
What qualities do you say you like about your boyfriend?
I'm kidding. I love him. He's very sweet. He's very kind. I feel like a lot of the reason why he just kind of does what I do or what I plan is because he just wants to be nice and go along with everything.
Right.
Yeah, he's a flower. We're talking about planners. We're talking about flowers. He may also think that you like to plan everything.
Right.
That's very true. Very true.
And I bet you do to a certain extent. But I also think what I would frame the conversation is not like, oh, you have this horrible issue that I hate, and you need to change it right now. It's like, I think that for both of us, our sake, there are times when it would be really nice for you to be more involved in the planning and to take some of the burden off me, and just think of it in the big picture and not as something that needs to be fixed immediately right now.
Right. If you can get him to do one of these, like, I would love if you maybe just be like, I would love if you planned a little surprise date night for us, maybe on Saturday. Then he does it and you're just like, I loved this. I know I plan a lot of our stuff, but it's kind of nice to have you plan out a fun night for us too. And then you just keep kind of Pavlov's dogging it. And then he's salivating at the sound of a date plan.
Yes. You gotta treat him like a dog that you
treat your boyfriend like a dog.
Treat your boyfriend like a dog. That could be the episode.
Will's getting cockblocked by his dog,
well,
so it's sort of a different situation. He used to be.
She's gotten used to it now.
Yeah. But Courtney, does this help at all? I think that's sort of the thing is like, you gotta make sure that he knows that you would like him to plan that stuff. And then once he knows that, you gotta be like, hey, I'd really like you to plan these things.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And this is honestly, Miles, you are a perfect person. This is very good advice.
That is very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Fucking dunking on the boyfriend. Absolutely dunked on him. And Courtney, thanks so much for calling a while ago. We're glad we could give you a call back.
Yeah, thanks for answering.
Thank you so much. And Miles, congratulations to you and Sarah on the pregnancy.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're super stoked. It's going to be totally fucking crazy.
Yeah, you guys will be great. Thank you so much, Miles and Will. This was awesome.
All right. Have a great day, Courtney.
Saturday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Courtney.
Well, that worked so seamlessly that no one's even going to know that we've tried to do it like 10 other times and they don't pick up.
They'll never know. They don't need to know.
They don't even need to know. And that's why this part won't even go in the episode. All right, we also get text messages on the show. Let's fucking rip a couple of them. This is speed. This is rapid. This is fast. This is quick, Will. You have go.
Yes.
This is put your big boy pants on.
Yes, put your big boy pants on. Make sure there's no stain around the butthole.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure there's no butthole stain in your big boy pants. Hi, guys. So normally I don't text these type of advice things, but I'm really stumped on something RN. Anyways, my name is Victoria, she, her, and I'm 20, and I don't know what I feel for a friend. We've been friends for a while. We hang out with a group after class. Uni.
Uni.
And IDK, lately I've been feeling way closer to her than I used to. Of course, we got closer because we spent time together, but I just can't really tell if my love for her is platonic or not. I really like her and I want to spend time with her, but IDK feels different from the past relationships, but also my friends as well. So I guess my question is, how do you differentiate a friend love from something more? Sexual attraction doesn't work because I'd be down to kiss like half of my friends, so that's not really a good denominator. Thanks, love the pod. How do you tell if it's a friend love or a love?
I don't know. My answers are all going to be very crass to this.
Oh my God. That's okay. We're pro crass pod.
Yeah, pro crass pod.
Pro crass pod. I do think that when you're a single person in uni, there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
From the two things.
And I think that like if you're feeling a strong attachment, like what I say is, why not give it a shot?
Yeah.
You know?
Also, like, I don't think that there's, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think that like there's not that big of a difference. Like, if you're like, is this person just a really, really good friend?
Yeah.
Or am I like there's not really that much of a difference
agree.
between like a really, really good friend and then if you're, you want to be physically intimate with them, and it's like, well, then that's kind of what the general coda of this group is. Like,
and
I don't know.
You can fuck your friends. That is allowed.
You can definitely fuck your friends.
Like
in college, especially, I think that is absolutely fine.
Yeah, but it sounds to me like this person is feeling like stronger feelings of attachment. And look, if you're confused, maybe you have a conversation with them and you say, look, I'm feeling really close to you and I can't really tell if like I love that we're friends and I kind of think there might be more, but I'm not sure. Where are you at with this? I know that sounds weird to say it like that.
I actually disagree.
You disagree?
I think that for something like this in uni, I think that you're going to want to just like let it ride.
Let it ride.
Like, let it ride.
Just like see how it develops.
You guys go to a party and you're like, yeah, man, like I can't find anyone to date, but.
Then you lock eyes.
And you lock eyes and you're like, I'm going to go get us more juice. Like, you're going to know. I'm also a big believer that it's like, you're going to know if they like you back. There's something that somebody said on some fucking TikTok that was like, if they like you, you'll know. If they don't like you, you'll be confused.
I also think that, yes. I think that also as you get older, one of the nice things is that people get a little clearer about when they're like, oh, I like this person. Like, that people, it becomes less life or death.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at a younger age, I had these huge crushes that really were sort of like you guys were talking about in the last episode. Like, unrequited love is a safe space.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Because it's like never gonna hurt you.
Because
it
can't hurt you. Yeah.
It can't hurt you because you're not making like a choice.
It's not even really about reality or this real person. It's like you're projecting your fantasies onto them. At least that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
So I think if you're in this situation, yeah, I agree not to push it, but I think if you get to a point where you're like, I genuinely want to kiss this person, then maybe bring it up.
I don't think I've ever asked someone out and been told no, because I didn't ask them out unless I was like, yeah, this is for sure, like, on.
Well, I have, and let me just say,
well, walk me through that situation then, because you see someone, you have a crush on them.
Well, yeah, so
you're not really experiencing any chemistry back.
This was in freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
This is a very embarrassing story in my head.
I love it. I love when you share stuff like this, Will, because no, truly, everyone has experiences like this, and you're like the vessel, you're the shepherd that's willing to share your foibles that we all relate to.
In a way, I'm like Jesus. I have human
don't bring
flaws.
religion into this. Don't you bring religion into the studio.
But so, okay, this girl, shout out. She
I'm gonna bleep her name, obviously.
I had a huge crush on her. It wasn't like we were talking that much. This was like one of my first most serious crushes. My friends were like basically demanding that I ask her out, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably just should have sat back. But I was like, had this whole plan. I was coming up with plans.
Had you talked to her before?
Yeah. We like had conversations, but like not just in a casual way. Like we were not even friends, you know?
Yeah.
And she would like sit outside during one period, and so my friends came up with a scheme to like get her friends away, so it'd just be me and her. And they're like,
"Oh God!"
And I go up and I'm like, "Yeah, you want to get lunch sometime?" Like, and what she said was, "I don't know," which is a no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to me that like
14.
Yeah, you were 14.
Yeah.
You should have just been like, hey, what's up? You don't have to, like, I think these big embarrassing moments feel like they're from movies where we're like, oh, I feel this thing. I have to act on it. They'll never know unless I ask them out. And it's like, no, she probably said, I don't know, because she didn't know you.
And also I was a dork without great clothes.
Hey.
It's all fine. I look back on it.
Hey. Don't talk mean about my friend Will.
Yeah, Will's too mean to Will now, I guess.
That's right.
I'm just saying, like, there are times where I think it's worth bringing up being explicit. In fact, many times, sometimes just to get a sense of closure, if you have a huge crush on someone and you just want to know, that's usually just a way of getting told no, in a direct way so you can get over it. I've done that before.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's better to just talk to them, spend a lot of time with them, see how it's going. And if it seems like there's more, you pounce.
Maybe don't say pounce. When faced with like this cold, hard ideal truth of like, do you want to go on a capital D date? And then we'll get ice cream and hold hands. And it's like, life doesn't exist in these sort of binaries of like, we're dating, we're on a date, we're not. I think it exists in these fun little juicy center zones.
Wow.
That's like, oh, we all went to a concert. And then after the concert, everyone went away and we walked to the car with just each other. And then there was a linger and we hugged. And then I said, I'll see you later. And she said, I hope so.
Yeah. And I think that if you're able to
Sorry, I just wrote a romantic comedy, I think. Interior concert day. BB Peppercorn sits with Dan Donson.
BB Peppercorn? Their hands touch
and they shake.
You know, it's a really nice incidental gesture, by the way, is when your thigh touches somebody that you have a crush on and you're sitting next to them and you're like, you're tight in tight seats and you just like briefly touch thighs. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Can I tell you this?
Rock hard right now.
Oh, easy in the studio. Okay, this is my family home.
I know.
I actually remember. I have a very vivid memory. This is such a funny little like youthful. You were just talking about like a youthful dating story.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell a successful one.
Okay,
and I'm not trying to like make this dichotomy of like you're lame.
Well, I mean, cool. Again, the premise of the show: you're a perfect person. I'm a project, that you're working on.
By the way, I want to say this. I just want to be clear about this. I love you, man.
I know. I love you too. I do.
I love you.
It's true.
But I want people to know that.
Yeah, I know I think you're concerned. I've seen you responding in the YouTube comments to people.
Because it hurts me that people are like, oh my God, Miles is so mean to Will. And it's like, no, Will's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
When I walked away from you, I was talking to John and Zoe at the brunch and we were just like, isn't Will great?
That's so nice.
It's true.
That's really nice.
So that's why it's like when people get the wrong idea, it makes me upset. Anyway, I was in high school. There was this group of students from Lithuania that were visiting our high school for like fucking 3 weeks.
Wow.
And they're like, oh shit, these Lithuanians are here. And all the Lithuanians were like, hello, my name is Getka. But they would always like walk across the street to smoke cigarettes because you couldn't smoke cigarettes on the campus. So they would walk across the street to smoke cigarettes across the street. Anyway, so then we all have this big party with them. And this one girl, her name was Gabriella. And I was like, oh my gosh, Gabriella, like, whoa, these Lithuanian students, we all had them over to a party and me and Gabriella kind of had like a whirlwind romance, right?
You did?
And we did. Me and this girl, Gabriella, I was like, oh, like we should hang out. She came to this party. We like kissed at this party, whatever. And they're only here in America for like several weeks. So, and there's all these other cool guys. And then like, it's so funny because like in retrospect, like there's this really cool guy who was like a filmmaker who I became sort of friends with. And then the girl, Gabriella. And then like later, I think that they got married in Lithuania. I like followed them on Instagram. Wow. And so like they got together and got married. And I was like, oh my gosh, my two like Lithuanian friends like found love. It just was so funny. This girl, Gabriella, I remember we were out to like a class trip and they were calling this class trip. And we get to a restaurant afterward. And me and Gabriella, it was like the secret. We didn't want anyone to know. So we were like footsying under the table. And I just have such a vivid memory where I was like, this is everything. This is like the best thing that could possibly ever happen.
Absolutely.
And it just ruled. I want to say that I was...
But yeah, that's the thing. You weren't trying too hard, right? Like I feel like in relation to this question, it's like you weren't putting in so much energy that she was like, oh my God. You know?
It was just like, but I think that just that footsie energy is so funny to me.
100%.
And then she went back to Lithuania and she gave me a little bag of sap.
Now let me ask you a question. And this is insensitive and I apologize in advance.
Yeah, I'm going to cut out what Will, I'm going to bleep it.
Come on,
Will just asked the crassest question.
I've had people ask me like for explicit information of like, oh, so you said this thing that was bleep, but what was that thing? I've had people ask me that.
Oh, one of the most foul things I've ever heard that you said on the other episode that I bleeped. Yeah. Really foul. Anyway, that leads us to our final segment, Get Real. Where we just kind of settle in and get a little real with each other. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be vulnerable. We've done a bunch of these, but let's just do our best.
Do you want me to ask you questions?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I haven't really thought about this.
Okay.
Do you have in your spank bank the most intense sexual experience you're willing to share on the podcast?
Oh, holy shit. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'll share one.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't want to.
You don't have, I mean, I can ask you.
No, I want to share one, but I'm trying to think of the right one because I've got fucking millions. I think it also, like, I want to date it to, like, a time when I was in high school or something, or college, where it's, like, so far removed from my current life.
Yes.
Okay, the first night. This is more just a funny hookup story.
Okay.
I go to college. I meet these girls. They say, we're going to my sister's party. She's a senior.
Wow.
We go to her sister's apartment. First night of college. They say, let's go to this party. And I say, okay, let's go. We go to the sister's apartment. Meet the sister. Sister says, we're going to this party. Let's go. We all go together. We're at this party. I'm drunk. First night of college. I'm like, this rules. I'm finally out on my own. Me and the sister hook up on a fucking porch.
On a porch?
Yeah, not fully. Just, I'm not going to get into details. I'm a gentleman.
We're talking hand stuff?
Well, and then the cops come.
Oh my God.
I have to jump a fence.
Dick out?
No. My dick isn't out.
Sorry, we're not getting real enough.
We're not getting real enough. We got to fucking cut it out. Anyway, everybody, that's the episode of Perfect Person. Thank you so much for listening. As always, you can tweet about the show. You can talk about the show to your sweet friends.
Tell them.
You can fucking
tell them.
You can tell those friends.
I mean, hey, this show, if we want to get Dua Lipa on the show,
we got to get Dua. We must have Dua on the show.
I think it needs to be more successful. And for that to happen,
Yeah.
you need to tell your friends, hey, I listen to this great podcast and they're trying to get Dua Lipa on the show. Can you just set up automatic downloads? You don't even have to listen.
Set up automatic downloads. Set up the fucking downloads. Fucking download it on your mom's phone.
Yes.
Just when you find someone's phone, go select automatic downloads. Bada bing, bada bing.
And your mom's going to be like, why am I getting podcast notifications?
Yeah, and to that we say, hey, mom.
Hey.
Hey, mama, I know I act a fool. Got something on it after school.
Pretty good.
At Whitwer's your username?
At W Whitwer. I am going to post. I've been taking a long posting hiatus. I've been planning to post for several months.
Don't hype up your post.
Get ready for a hot post coming in the next couple weeks.
Makes no sense. Bye, everybody. Love you.